So the hype is back. What's going on, guys? It's Justin from Push and Profit. Hope you're having a beautiful day today. So in this video, we're going to be talking about AMC stock along with some, price predictions on it, my technical analysis, where I would enter, where I would exit, and a few other things because, it's very important that we do have a plan. And if you have that plan that you see value in it, to execute that plan so that as a trader, you are making a profit. That's what we're all about. So let's go ahead and talk about a few things. So we have this major uptrend that happened in the last 2 days. Another short squeeze right now. I want to first put it out there that this is a trade and that this is not an investment, right? I know most people probably know that, but I just want to put it out there that as far as an investment, this is not a high conviction investment. This is a trade. Now, I saw an article the other day that said that retail traders don't know what they're doing because they're ignoring the fundamental analysis on AMC stock. And I think that's completely kind of like BS because most retail traders that are looking into making a profit on AMC, they're treating it as a trade. They're not looking in it as an investment. Obviously, AMC as an actual company has seen a significant loss since the pandemic, but despite that, we're seeing these these parabolic movements, and that's just because of just trading. If the company's fundamentals were really great, we wouldn't be at this $1 area that we were just a few months ago. Okay, so again, I just want to put it out there that this is just for trading. I'm sure most retail traders know that, but I just want to put it out there. Also, that article kind of got me a little upset because it kind of said along the words that retail traders were kind of like dumb because they're ignoring the fundamental analysis, when in reality, the fundamental analysis does not matter if you're trading it. And in fact, a lot of hedge funds don't really focus on the fundamental analysis. They're also looking at the technical analysis. So that whole argument that hedge funds are only looking at the fundamentals of the company and looking at the balance sheets, what the revenues are looking like, is complete BS. If you actually look on Wall Street, you'll see that a lot of these traders in these hedge funds, they're using the same indicators that we're using. Sure, they do take into account a little bit of fundamental analysis. I'm sure they have a team, but at the end of the day, a lot of these hedge funds are using technical analysis to pump these trades up and then short these trades heavily. So we have a lot of shorting going on with AMC, and then of course that would that creates a short squeeze when you have a lot of selling pressure and then all of a sudden a lot of buying pressure, which causes the short sellers to have to cover their positions, and to close a short position you have to buy, which is why we see these crazy short squeezes. So the other day, I made a video and I was talking about, this short squeeze that was happening with AMC. We saw it go from $10 all the way to $15, right? And in that video, I said, hey, things are looking good because we have this solid uptrend, above this blue exponential moving average line that we see over here. However, I said, hey, if it does break that, exponential moving average and it breaks that trend, I would recommend just getting out of your position. Why? Because look at this. After we broke that exponential moving average, let me go ahead and cancel this. After we broke that, it fell from the peak of $15.84 all the way to a low of approximately $11.82, causing a 25% loss, right? So that's why, I was always, or in that video, I was kind of preaching that, hey, if you have profits from the short squeeze going up from here to here, it can go up. That is a possibility, especially since we have this uptrend. However, you might want to lock in profits if it does touch, a break below the exponential moving average, because I said, hey, if it breaks the trend, you're going to want to lock in your profits, right? That's all about, that's what trading is, all about mitigating risk, okay? So imagine if you didn't sell, you would have been down, 25%, but luckily another short squeeze happened. Now, I wasn't thinking that another short squeeze was gonna, happen, but hey, the stock market is very unpredictable. So whoever tells you that they could predict the market, by the way, complete BS. As traders, we're not predicting the market, we're just trading what the market gives us. So we see that, we had this, uptrend all the way, it was like a 40% gain almost, right, which is incredible. So some things that I want to point out are where or would you potentially sell? Where would you potentially buy, and a few things to take into account, right? So if we kind of zoom out, we're looking at the 4-hour chart. We're hot on the RSI, right? So last time we were hot on the RSI was a short squeeze video I made a week ago, and we immediately sold off. So if you're up on AMC, again, it's really just following the same pattern. Hey, if it continues going up, great. If it hovers above the trend, but as soon as you see a break below the exponential moving average, you're gonna want to exit, right? Because you don't know, it could go down low, and you don't know if another short squeeze is gonna happen. Okay, so that's why you want to protect, that strategy. But again, this could potentially go up to the highs. I mean, we saw this event one time hit highs of $25. So short squeezes sometimes they're majorly parabolic, and they could occur for a few days. So I mean, we could see another 40% uptrend. But again, just because that's possible doesn't mean that it's likely to happen, which is why I want you guys to have a strategy, a game plan. For me, being someone who's very conservative with trading, I would like hold on to, if it's continuously going up on an uptrend, would be $21, simply just because the linear regression channel, which acts as a resistance on the 4-hour chart, is around $21. So that brings us at a potential 30% almost, right? So that's what I would do if an uptrend is still occurring. However, if along the way that the trend is broken, again, cut out. Now, a few areas that we want to look for support. Well, the first area I want to look for is this area of $15.94. Well, that was previously the resistance, and as we know, previous resistance can become new support. So now that we broke above that, that does seem like it can be an area of resistance, especially since around here that was an area of resistance as well, right? If we kind of look around early January of this year. So that's one thing. Now, if it breaks below that resistance or that support, another support area could be around here at $14. But again, you really just want to, not just because it touches that support buy in, you want to make sure it touches that support and you see that confirmation. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to trading, you really want to make sure that you have your plan and you execute it. This way you mitigate your risk, because at the end of the day, to see longevity as a trader, it's really about keeping the losses small and the wins big, right? Or at least having a greater win than the small, which seems very, understandable, right? By logic, but a lot of times, a lot of traders, they hold on to their losses, causing them to be bigger, which eventually, makes them, kind of lose in this trading game, which is why, at the end of the day, it's really just about mitigating risk. So that's really my strategy for AMC. Keep in mind that we are on the RSI. All the times that we had these short squeezes on the RSI, we had major pullbacks. So if you haven't entered in on AMC just yet, you might want to wait to see, hey, is it going to continue the trend? If it does, you could buy in. But once you see the trend being broken, get out, okay? Because this could go down really fast as well, which is, why I really want to put that caution out for you guys. Now, I also want to talk about GME, which is another stock that had short squeeze. And if you guys don't remember, this was another stock that had a short squeeze early in January, right? Now, if you didn't enter into AMC and you think it's too late, right, or it is too late, you might want to take a look into GME. Now, the reason I say that is, although I do see GME hot on the RSI, it's overbought, which means that a pullback can happen. I think the train for momentum on GME just started, right? So if we could see GME, probably it'll pull back, come down, right? But if we could see it hold above $192, then that is great news. Simply just because, look, we are breaking this uptrend of this resistance, so we could potentially, just continue going higher. So as long as we just kind of come down and consolidate a little bit, I think we're in for a nice bounce up for GME. Which again, I think the momentum on it just started. And GME, I mean, come on, GME did a crazy numbers. It did 1,000%. So I really think that a short squeeze on GME is something that is highly possible. Again, you want to wait for that dip, wait for that confirmation, and then enter in. But if it does break below 190, then it might not be a good time to enter, and you're probably going to want to wait, right? Now, that's pretty much just my technical analysis on both AMC and GME. I just really wanted to put out there, my thoughts on what's going on, and also my game plan, my strategy, right? So hopefully you guys see value in this. Make sure to hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Consider subscribing to the channel, and also check out the links in the description below. So one of the first links in the description below is a link to my free Facebook group, by the way. And essentially, it's just a community that I'm building of individuals interested in trading and investing in the stock market. So you might want to check that out. And the second link in the description below is going to be a link for Webull, where if you sign up and deposit $100, you'll be eligible to receive 2 free stocks valued at $1,600. You never know what stocks you're going to get. I always mention this in a lot of my videos, how Webull is a great platform for trading. They have a lot of tools that can help you make better trades as a trader. And also, when I first signed up with that promotion that they have of getting 2 free stocks, I got a free share of Google, and I actually have a video on it. I'm not just making this up. And the free share of Google I got was $1,000. Now Google is trading at $2,400, right? So essentially, I got $2,400 for free just for signing up for Webull. So at the end of the day, you don't know what free stocks you're gonna get, but definitely if you're curious on what platform you should use to trade like stocks like AMC and GME, consider Webull a good chance. And also, if you guys are wondering what platform I'm using right now to show you the charts, it's also TD Ameritrade. But again, Webull offers a lot of the same tools that TD Ameritrade offers. But with that being said, guys, my name is Justin from Push and Profit, and I'll see you on the next video.